The Kansas City Super Bowl parade shooting, what we know. The eruption of violence in Kansas City, Missouri came as thousands of people had gathered for a public celebration. A shooting near Union Station in Kansas City, Missouri on Wednesday afternoon left one person dead and at least 21 others with gunshot wounds, including 9 children. The eruption of violence came as thousands of people had gathered for a public celebration of the Kansas City Chiefs' Super Bowl win and transformed a day of joy and civic pride into one of loss and fear. Here's what we know about the shooting so far. The motive is not known and no suspect has been named. It was unclear who was responsible for the shooting. 3 people had been detained, Chief Stacey Graves of the Kansas City Police said, but she did not name them. Investigators had not identified a motive, she added, and were working to tally the number of rounds that had been fired. The chief asked the public to provide any video or other information that could help the authorities determine what had happened. Many of the wounded were children. Chief Graves said Wednesday that the authorities were still working to identify the deceased victim and notify the person's family. Medical centers in the area took in more than 24 patients, hospital officials said. Children's Mercy Hospital said it was treating 11 children ages 6 to 15 and one mother who would not leave her child during the shooting. 9 of the children suffered gunshot wounds. None of the children were in critical condition and all were expected to recover. 12 people were taken to University Health, formerly Truman Medical Center. 8 of them were being treated for gunshot wounds, including 2 in critical condition. And 1 victim with a gunshot wound was in critical condition at St. Luke's Hospital. 3 other people walked in with injuries. The location of the shooting was a focal point for the day's events. The celebration of Kansas City's victory included a parade through the city's downtown and ended with a rally in front of Union Station, an Amtrak hub and tourist spot. As soon as the rally concluded, there were shots fired on the west side of Union Station, Chief Graves said, adding, "I know one of the suspects was immediately pursued on foot." When the chaos erupted, many attendees said it was hard to know where to go. At first, the shots sounded like fireworks, said Ian Johnson, who had been selling hot dogs near the main event stage. Only when fans started running, some of them took shelter under his hot dog tent, did he realize that a shooting was underway. Courtney Brown of Independence, Missouri, and her 2 sons were also near the stage when the gunfire began. She didn't hear shots, she said, but she did hear someone shout, "Get down." Her instincts told her to flee, so she told her children to keep moving. "We were almost trampled twice," she said. The 3 of them locked arms and huddled near a barricade until the crush of the crowd had eased. The team was joined at the rally by the region's political leaders. Governor Laura Kelly of Kansas had to be evacuated and posted on social media that she was out of harm's way. Governor Mike Parson of Missouri and his wife were both safe and secure, the governor's office said. The football team said that all their players, staff, and families had also made it away from the event safely. Patrick Mahomes, the quarterback who led his team to victory on Sunday, said that he was praying for Kansas City on social media. Other players shared similar messages of support to the community that had gathered downtown. Guard Trace Smith thanked the emergency personnel who ran towards the sound of danger, and linebacker Drew Tranquil recognized the efforts of doctors caring for the people who had been shot. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, a receiver who caught a touchdown in Sunday's game, sought to connect with the children who were being treated at a local children's hospital to offer them support any way I can.